A top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks ready to get this thing started and open the season. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. It's a seam wide open. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man, it's Branch. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Looking for the time with the extra point. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Moore will throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner or Champ Bailey or Keely Ringo and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. There's the pressure. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Grabbed in the middle. It's dealt. It's a running room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
A first down run in the red zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires left. Got his man. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They'll run the toss. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Moore will throw. Good timing on the quick out. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw for it. Steps away to find some room. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that 1st down marker. The give out of the gun. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Still on his feet. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man downfield. He's loose. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Ducks are flying down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Moore to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ducks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason.
Oh, they block it. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back.
Well, this defense is able to put out yet another fire in a situation late in the game, David, where they're up. Nice job and great effort creating that turnover.
And it's a great stop by the defense. They drove the ball down the field a little bit. But more importantly now, I gave the ball to my offense. You go finish this thing. We're up. It's late in the game. Now it's your turn to go. You put some points on the board. You take some time away. We can put this thing out of reach.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there.
Wide open spaces. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore will throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Hughes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
Georgia, 27, Oregon, 13.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throwing right. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Down to the 36-yard line, and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
It's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Gresham. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. As they open this possession from their own 20. Moore to the air. They get to him as he throws. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Leaves it with the back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Trying play action. Under fire. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Stepped out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
On third down, going up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, he's got some space. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
This is so a Jesse Paul. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Moving past the 25. Speeding down the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Moore will throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation.